folks, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Natasha and I do book things here. Today's video is going to be my TBR for Spookathon. If you guys are curious what I was dancing to in the beginning, I remembered that I have an album of the Monster Mash and other songs. A lot of people don't know that the guy who did the infamous Monster Mash also did amazing songs such as Graveyard Shift, Scully Gully, Blood Bank Blues, Transylvania Twist, Sinister Stomp, Me and My Mummy, Monster Motion, Irresistible Igor, or Igor, if you are a fan of Young Frankenstein, which I am. I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to see it. Maybe you can see it. It's purple. It's this really deep purple, and it has like pink and blue in it. It's really cool, and it's like kind of see-through. Can't really tell in this lighting, but it's fantastic. Anyway, that's what I'm rocking out to today. But if you guys are here for my TBR, which I'm sure you are, let's get going. Spookathon. Spookathon is a readathon hosted by Books and Lala, Kayla. I will have her link down below. It's a readathon that's taking place from October 14th to the 20th, so 7 days of reading spooky books and thrillers, stuff like that. I have a 7-book TBR here. I know it's a little unrealistic to have 7 books, but can't tell me what to do, you know me all day. There are challenges, so I definitely pick stuff based on challenges. So the first one is to read a thriller. I don't necessarily know that any of these are thriller, but they're definitely horror, so I kind of took that and twisted it my own direction. The first book and #1 book I want to read for this is Heart-Shaped Box by Joe Hill. This is a book about a man who receives a heart-shaped box, and in it there is a suit, and the suit is haunted, or the suit is a ghost. That's basically what I know about this. What makes this book so special, and one of the reasons why I've been saving it, is because this is a copy that a subscriber sent to me. It's this beautiful, I think 10th edition hardback. It's absolutely stunning, and one of the reasons why it's also beat up is because this is the book that I took to New York for BEA and BookCon, and I got Joe Hill to sign it. So not only is this a sweet subscriber gift, this is also touched and signed by the man himself, which is really special to me. And I love the fact that it has gotten a little beat up just from being in an airplane and stuff like that and carrying it around, and it has a little bit of a personal thing to me. So that is the #1 book I want to read. It also hits other challenges, which are to read a book with red on the cover, read a book with spooky word in the title, which is heart, you know, it can be kind of spooky. I believe this I don't know if this has a spooky setting, but I guess I'll find out as the book continues. So yeah, that is the #1 thing that I absolutely want to read, and I've been saving it for like a year. So the next challenge is to read a book with red on the cover. I think most of mine here actually have red on the cover. For that, I'm picking We Sold Our Souls by Grady Hendrix. This is another book that I started last October and for some reason put down. Not that it wasn't bad, I was just stressed out, I think. I wanted to be in the right mood to read it. And this book is gorgeous. The black pages, oh, love it. This is the last Grady Hendrix that I have to read. Grady Hendrix, for those of you who don't know, wrote My Best Friend's Exorcism, which is one of my favorite horror comedy kind of books. He writes horror with a lot of comedy infused in it, and I really like that. This follows a main character who is female in her 40s, which is, how often do we get that? We don't actually get that often. She used to be the member of a like death metal band, and yeah, this was really delightful when I started reading it, so I'm excited to pick it back up. Yeah, the cover is something. You can read this in a mirror backwards, and it does tell you what it says and stuff, so I love little Easter eggy things like that. Real stoked for it. It's definitely my preferred cover. There is a new cover of it, but if you can find this one, amazing. So that has red on the cover. Souls can be a spooky word. So the third challenge is to read a book with a spooky word in the title. That's most of those, but the one that I picked, and also for a spooky setting, is Kill Creek by Scott Thomas. And this book is, I can't wait for this. This could be a thriller. but it's more horror. Yeah, so it says, at the end of a dark prairie road nearly forgotten in the Kansas countryside is the Finch house. For years it has remained empty, overgrown, abandoned. Soon the door will be open for the first time in decades, but something is waiting, lurking in the shadows, anxious to meet its new guest. When best-selling horror author Sam McGarver is invited to spend Halloween night in one of the world's most infamous haunted houses, he reluctantly agrees, but at least he won't be alone. Joining him are 3 other masters of the macabre, writers who have helped shape modern horror. And so basically it's 4 horror writers spend a night in a haunted house, which, I mean, come on, this couldn't get much better than this. Yeah, I want to read all 3 of these books right now. So like if Spookathon could be tomorrow, that'd be tight, you know, because I want to read all of these. Spooky setting, red on the cover, word on the cover. A lot of these double up, so whatever. And then there is also to read something you wouldn't normally read, and so I, for that, have 4 graphic novels. It's my rest of my sort of horror graphic novels that I want to get read, and so I figured why not? They fly through really quickly. So the first one I have here is Bitsu. This is a horror manga where there is a urban legend with a gothic Lolita girl who is at garbage drops and something falling prey to horror. I don't want to open up too much, but they like horror manga, and this one was highly recommended to me, so I'm gonna give that one a shot. I am gonna pick up, this is the only one I think that doesn't have red on the cover, but it does have a spooky word and a spooky setting. So this is Frankenstein by Junji Ito, my favorite horror author, manga horror author. I don't know if you guys can see here, but I have all the rest of his work back here, and they are wild. They are extremely wild, and I hope this one is the same. I just opened it up and I had no idea what I was looking at, so I think that says it all. Really excited. It says, Junji Ito meet Mary Shelley, master of horror manga, blends all his skills into bringing the anguished and solitary monster. It says, also included are 6 tales of Oshikiri, a high school student who lives in a decaying mansion connected to a haunted parallel world. Uncanny doppelgangers, unfortunately murdered friends, and a whole lot more are in store for him. Bonus, the Ito family dog. What? It says bonus, the Ito family dog. Thrill to the adventures of Non Ito, an adorable Maltese. So I'm sorry, you got, hold on. So you got Frankenstein, a murder house, but then also a story about their dog. Hold on, seriously? Oh yeah. Here's Non. Okay, don't know how that's going to be scary, but we'll find out. Lastly, in the Spookathon Tbr is another graphic novel, 2 of which were both sent to me by subscribers as well last year that I've been saving for a readathon. That is Lock and Key by Joe Hill and some other people. Spooky setting, red in the cover, all that stuff. And were also gifted to me by subscribers. This was gifted to me by Amber, and I don't remember if this one had it in there too. From Marnie. So both Amber and Marnie sent these to me. You guys know who you are. So this is a graphic novel series about a New England mansion. I imagine this spooky place here, and the things that happen to people when they walk in the doors. So very excited to read both of these. The artwork is something. Like I really like the color and the artwork style. So that is my 7-book TBR. I'd hold them all up, but these 2 are about as much weight as I can carry right now. So that is my Spookathon TBR. Let me know down below if you guys are participating in Spookathon. What spooky music are you listening to? That seems to be something I'm into right now. What books are you excited to read this season? All that jazz. Leave me anything down below, and yeah, I hope you guys are doing good, and until my next video, I will talk to all you soon. Bye!